Yo-hooo! Hello and welcome to today's stream! How's it going today? I hope you're all having a great day. Bienvenidos al stream de hoy. Espero que estéis teniendo un buen día. Yo no sé qué dibujar. I don't know what to draw. I've been considering so many options and I can't decide. Yo-hooo Kair, Yo-hooo Moisés, ¿qué tal? No sé qué dibujar. Estaba toda la pantalla de espera pensando, no sé qué dibujar. He estado mirando en mi carpeta de inspiraciones, también pensando ideas de mi lista de cosas por dibujar, porque tengo muchas. Y no sé, no me decido. I can't decide what to draw. I've been checking on my list of ideas to draw. Also, my inspiration folder. I have so many things that I want to draw, but at the same time I'm like, I don't know if I should finish the things that I've got, like, started first. But at the same time I don't really feel like it. I don't know. I've been thinking really hard about what to draw today. Y así se ve el mensaje. Si cambias mensajes destacados por chat en directo, pues salen todos los mensajes allí, porque yo ahora mismo lo veo, el mensaje. You could draw Ricardo, Ricardo Limbus Company o Ricardo Your Cat. Yo-hooo Chris, ¿qué tal? Aquí estoy pensando muy fuertemente en qué dibujar. Estaba pensando también, hace mucho que no hago fanart así seguido. Podría hacer fanart, pero tengo muchas cosas de mis OCs por dibujar también. Y simplemente eso le añade a el no saber qué dibujar. So, mi idea principal, pero, era intentar hacer algo con este pincel que conseguí hace poco. My main idea was to do something with this brush that I got recently. It's a pencil brush, and it looks really good. I really like this brush. It just feels really good to use, and I wanted to try sketching something with it. But my brain is like, but Yomi, you should make a full illustration. You should make full illustrations with lots of detail and atmosphere. Because I want to draw things with a lot of atmosphere. It's one of the things that I've been putting a lot of effort towards. Or at least I'm trying. I made a drawing just a couple days ago. I started it some more days ago but finished it very recently. This was a bit of an experiment that I did. I wanted to try doing something a bit different from how I usually color things, with how I usually work. I'm not exactly satisfied with how it turned out, but I like the colors, so that is something. You know, it was an attempt, and that's the important thing, right? I like it itself, but it's not exactly how I had envisioned it. But that's a matter of practice, right? We gotta practice to get better at it. It was the first time that I tried doing a drawing like this too, something with strong light. Because the most amount of details is in the parts that are dark, the parts that don't have the light. And the light, it's all pretty much solid color. For example, the windows have no detail, and it really helps make the light feel a bit stronger. Yo-hooo Tetera, ¿qué tal? No, es que en sí me gusta el dibujo, no es como que no esté satisfecha con cómo ha quedado, es más como que no ha salido como esperaba, como que la imagen que tenía en mi cabeza era diferente. It's more like the image that I had in my head was a bit different, but that's because I don't have that much practice with drawings like this. But I wanna try doing something a little bit on the atmospheric side like this. For that I've also been saving a lot of photos for inspiration. I've got a lot of backroomsy photos saved. Tengo como muchas fotos así con la atmósfera de las backrooms guardadas así para inspiración. Y estoy pensando a ver si hago algo como parecido a eso, pero a la vez no estoy segura. No sé. Ahora que sé hacia dónde quiero llevar mi arte, estoy pensando fuerte con qué camino seguir para llegar allí, a donde quiero llegar con mi arte. Y es complicado. So now that I know where I want to get to with my art, I'm thinking about what path should I follow to get there? What kind of drawing should I try doing? Because part of me always defaults to character art, right? Parte de mí se queda con... Siempre va dibujos de personajes por defecto. Así que estoy como... No sé. ¿Qué personajes dibujar? Por otro lado, es lo que más me gusta dibujar normalmente, dibujos de personajes. Pero... ¿qué podría hacer? Estoy muy atascada, la verdad. I am very, very stuck. You know what we could do, though? I could try to sketch really fast a lot of the ideas that I've got. Because I do have a lot of ideas that I want to draw. Maybe we can try putting on paper a start of those sketches. It's gonna make me feel like I have started working on them, and then it's gonna pile up in my work in progress list, but maybe it would be a good idea? I don't know. I do have some images in my head that I've been wanting to draw lately, but my brain's always like, no, Yomi, you have to finish the things that you've started first. And I have a lot of works in progress that I have started and not finished. Sadly, I don't have a lot of those files because I've got them on my external hard drive, so I guess we gotta work on something else. You know what? Maybe it doesn't have to be that complicated. Maybe we can just doodle characters. Maybe we can just doodle some ideas. Maybe we can just draw. Let's give it a try. Let's give a try to some of the ideas that I've got. So one of my first ideas was to do like some sort of sketch page. I wanted to try learning how to do sketch pages that people sometimes do, which is usually like multiple drawings of the same character, and they make the composition look good, and it's something that I've always struggled with, making doodle pages that don't look like different doodles put together. Sketch pages that look like they are purposely done like that. I want to try doing something like that. And I think a good idea might be to like kind of block out where each doodle should go. My idea is to make like a full body over here, perhaps a bit diagonal, and then a couple bust sketches here, perhaps. That's more or less the idea I've got for these. So, Yo, Palmio! Welcome to the stream! Yeah, I am doing well. Struggling with deciding what to draw. But that's always a start. I'll decide eventually. So, what character could I draw though? My main idea was to draw something from the games I'm working on. I was thinking of one character from And the Wild Hunt, because I do want to draw the characters from there a lot more, at least the ones that have been revealed. I'm not gonna draw the ones that have not been revealed, those are secret. But I was thinking of the goblin, our goblin shopkeeper. Meow. You want me to draw you, Chen? Noel, where are you? I hear him, but I don't see him. Chen, what are you doing up there? He's on top of the kitchen cupboards, super high up. What are you doing up there? I think he's complaining because it's really hot today. So he's not having a good time. He's a black cat and he has a lot of fur, so he does feel summer a lot worse. I gotta give him another brush. I gave him a brush the other day and he was so happy. Goblin. Let's try drawing the goblin. At least something really quick. Poses though. I come in here really blind today. Gonna be working very blind today. Let's try doing something really quick first. Noticias, ¿qué noticias? ¿Cuáles son las noticias? Quizá algo que tiene que quedar bien la pose. Now draw her evading taxes. She does that every day. I don't have to draw her doing that. Any drawing that I do of her, she's evading taxes. Yo, Louise! Wait, what? Where? Where's the cute ghost girl? I mean, what? For now, it's just something really quick. My crimes! What? I've never done anything wrong. Never at all. Okay, how does this... It's really sketchy right now. Just... Right now I'm not really putting any clean effort in the sketch, so bear with me. I'm thinking she can be holding the backpack here, because she's got a huge backpack. Something like this. Es verdad, vi algunos posts al respecto del Dragon Quest 12. Solo sé que el prota parece que se ha fumado 3 porros. Es lo único que sé. All that I know looks like the protagonist of Dragon Quest 12 looks like he has smoked like 3 blunts. I'm kind of worried about him. He looks so tired. He's not doing well. El prota no parece que esté muy bien, pobrecillo. He could sleep some more hours. He does need a little bit more of sleep. No sé por qué está tan feo. Su peinado es muy extraño. Sus colores tampoco combinan. Que alguien le dé una mejor ropa a ese pobre chiquillo. Yo, Darkest, ¿qué tal? ¿Prefieres que te llame Darkest o prefieres que te llame Anima? Como prefieras. Esto de los nombres de usuario en YouTube aún me sigue confundiendo a veces. Bien, me alegro de que hayan al fin anunciado alguna cosa de Dragon Quest, porque al parecer estaba muy en development hell. Escuché que llevaba mucho tiempo que no había ninguna noticia en absoluto. There we go. Okay, I'm starting to like how it looks so far. I see thighs, I know it's Yomi. Hey, I'm glad that that's my trademark, or at least part of it. Is this one your thing? Okay. I guess anime if it's fine with you, since it's the one that I'm used to. But most importantly, welcome to the stream! Yoko Nirvanda, welcome! Leaks de Persona 6. Creo que he visto algún post al respecto, pero cuando se trata de leaks, la verdad, suelo evitarlos bastante, porque no me gusta que se linkeen cosas. ¡Ah! Me daba mucha rabia cuando se liqueaban cosas en el Genshin. Estaba como, por favor, gente, tened un poco de paciencia. Ahí, los trailers. Además, los leaks nunca sabes cuándo van a ser mentira. Nunca puedes fiarte de los leaks. You can never trust leaks. Because a lot of them are misinformation. I do prefer trailers a lot more, yeah. When something official is released, then I will check. Let's not forget her huge ears. She's got big ears. There we go. Oh no, I'm gonna have to draw shoes. I'm gonna have to draw shoes. Pues más paciencia, no pasa nada. Ya hemos esperado 10 años. ¿Qué importa esperar un par más? El juego no va a estar terminado hasta que esté terminado igualmente. No tiene sentido saber cosas que aún ni siquiera van a estar disponibles. ¿Dónde están las sorpresas? Porque entonces cuando hacen anuncios oficiales, ¿dónde está el hype? Pero bueno, eso ya es ¿cómo decirlo? Mi manía personal. That's my like personal preference. Las sorpresas están en prisión por crímenes religiosos. No me esperaba esa. Te pasa por no practicar, más bien en vez de dibujar un personaje debemos dibujar unos zapatos. Oh, no quiero dibujar zapatos. Mira, vamos a practicar dibujando sus zapatos. We're gonna practice drawing her shoes. We're gonna stop avoiding drawing shoes, and we're gonna try to draw them here. This sketch is the messiest I have sketched in a while, but it's kind of freeing. And with this brush, it really invites to sketch messily. Este pincel me invita mucho a hacer esbozos muy caóticos. En un buen sentido. In a good sense of the word. It's chaotic, but in a good sense. It feels freeing. Se siente liberador. Como que no tengo que preocuparme por todos los detalles. Yo-hooo, welcome! How's it going? Give her wheels instead of feet! That reminds me of some enemies from Final Fantasy XIV that have wheel feet and wheel hands, and they are horrible. Honestly traumatizing. They are like motorcycles if a motorcycle was a person and the person looked horrifying and had gone through like 20 different experiments. Yeah. No wonder they are enemies in the game. It's really something. Yeah, let's go! It's sketching time! Let's sketch a lot of things. Another thing that she's got is pins. She's got pins in her sleeves. Is this the right sleeve though? Should be one here and one here. No! There's a lady. ¿Nos tiraron todo Dragon Quest Pokémon? Wait, what? Dragon Quest Pokémon? What? No me suena. ¿Dragon Quest Pokémon? Sé que había un Dragon Quest Minecraft. I know there was a Dragon Quest Minecraft. Okay, let's move the legs a little bit more. I think this one needs a bit of work. This one should be a little bit higher up. Maybe a bit separate even. Or not. Maybe, yeah, I think the problem is this leg. This part of the leg. It doesn't feel that humanly possible. It should be a little bit more behind her. And then this should go more like this. I don't know. Dragon Quest monsters. There's a Dragon Quest everything. Honestly, true. Why am I questioning it? I'm not that much into Dragon Quest, so I don't know a lot about it. I just knew that there's a Dragon Quest Minecraft and Dragon Quest the main games, and there's also the Mystery Dungeon spin-offs. Yo, Pinox, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido. Pero imagino que hay muchísimo más que desconozco. Obsessed with Re:Zero recently! Same! Holy shit! I watched the latest episode yesterday and it was... Holy shit. I don't want to spoil anything about it, so I won't talk much about it, but... Holy shit! That was really something. ¿Qué dibujo? Estoy intentando hacer un esbozo de un personaje de uno de los juegos que estoy desarrollando con unos amigos. Y de momento solo es un poco de sketch por diversión. Latest episode, but it only just started. It's a new anime. Yeah, it feels... It's exciting, you know? Right back at the beginning. Pocopia? Wait, hay Dragon Quest Pocopia? What? No puede ser. Wait, try changing it? Yeah, it worked! It worked! You're now anima again. Yay! Okay, I'm still gonna keep changing the leg a little bit. Because I think it adds a bit more dynamism to the pose. Wait, Dragon Quest Pocopia is Dragon Quest Minecraft. Right. That makes sense. El Builders. No puede ser. Es la fusión de todos los juegos. It's like the fusion of all the games. No way. Es Minecraft, también es Pokémon, también es Dragon Quest, también es Pocopia, que también es Pokémon. Wow. La serie de Baki original. Buena suerte, soldado. Vi ayer un post donde hablaban del opening de Baki No me imaginaba el opening de Bucky como allí. No sé qué me imaginaba para el opening de Bucky, pero no era eso. Era como muy 3D. Parecía una demo de yo qué sé, de Tekken. Era muy extraño. Y Dragon Quest lleva mucho tiempo y han sido como muy la base de inspiración para muchos otros juegos. My Twitter feed was full of ReZero, some back in some Dragon Quest. I like that I've been getting some ReZero fanarts lately, because it's one of those series that I usually see nothing about. And as soon as I've started seeing fanarts of it, there's absolute bangers. Like, wow. Some of the arts that people are doing are incredible. I was like, wow. There's some arts that are just amazing. This belongs in a museum. A lot of them are super raw. I've been enjoying it a lot. ¿Te enteraste que me enteran Tekken 8 a Yujiro Hanma? Sí, me enteré de eso. No puedo creer que vaya a estar en el mismo juego que Clive Final Fantasy XVI. No sé. Simplemente no sé. This shall of honor myself. Cute! She's so quirky. I like her. She's super quirky. Okay, let's add another one here. So, the thing is, I wanna make the full body smaller than the other sketches, so maybe we can just reduce it a little bit. Am I balling all of these? Estoy haciendo todo esto a ojo. Ah, wait, Clive está en el Tekken 7. Bueno, menos mal, no se van a encontrar. Simplemente no sé. Literalmente es que no sé qué decir al respecto. Cuando se trata de Bucky, yo simplemente no sé. I'm gonna make the busts a little bit bigger here, so they stand out some more. One thing that I'm imagining, I want to draw her with a coin of some sort. Esta es la pasión por Bucky que Yomi tiene, que se queda sin palabras. Sí, vamos a dejarlo en eso. Vamos a asumir que es eso y no que mi cerebro no permite entrar Bucky. Yo, Sherry, welcome! Glad you're doing well. Yeah, this goblin definitely has a design. I may have made big part of the design, but most of the credit goes to Aleph, because he was like, yes, we need the goblin like this. And I was like, yeah, we need the goblin like this. And then our programmer looked at us weird, like, why? He's not a fan of potatoes. Ok. Están metiendo todos los juegos en el carro de poción de Shiren para encontrar la mezcla perfecta. Van a tener que hacer el juego de todos los juegos. ¿Cuál es el juego más de todos los juegos? ¿Cuál es el juego que tiene más tipos de juegos metidos en el... What's the game that is the everything video game? There's gotta be a game that has everything in it. Smash! But Smash is not really an everything video game. It doesn't have all the mechanics. It's just a fighting game, really deep down. Crimson Desert. Does it have many different mechanics? I've never really seen much of it. WarioWare. Quizá juegos de minijuegos contarían. Maybe minigame games would count somehow. Wait, am I? Okay, I'm drawing in a different layer. Perfect. Let me think of how to do the coin pose. Minigame games are the key. Could be. Minigame games are already supposed to be like games that have a lot of things. Odio decirlo, pero Roblox. ¿Sabes qué? Creo que tienes razón. Pero Roblox es más un engine de juegos a este punto. At this point, Roblox is more of a game engine, right? It's a lot more of that. Do we count Roblox as a video game per se? Let me see. So how do I draw the busts? I want to draw one facing this way and the other facing this way. But which one should go which? Which one should go where, more like? Oh, que no se me olvide algo muy importante de su diseño. La antena. La antena es vital. I cannot forget. Yo-hooo. It's vital that I do not forget that. You cannot remove ahoges or hairbands from anime girls or they die. Or they just don't get the Wi-Fi. The antenna is for Wi-Fi, the hairbands are for breathing. So you cannot remove them. Roblox and Gmod are like tool sandboxes. Makes sense. Like, they do count as video games, but that's already their purpose, to be a bit of everything. It's not like the design of the game is already done like that. Yo-hooo is for Wi-Fi brain cells, exactly. If they don't get the Wi-Fi on their brain cells, they stop working. It's also really important. What? Se cortó la hoja y le creció otro. ¿Cómo? Oh, se regeneran. They regenerate. No way. No puede ser. Si no, también puede ser este mirando hacia aquí y este mirando hacia aquí. Ahora mismo simplemente estoy poniendo flechas. No significan nada estas flechas. A ver... Creo que como este está más cerca de su cabeza, este debe estar mirando hacia aquí y este debe estar mirando hacia aquí. Vamos a probarlo así. Ahora a ver si puedo visualizarla. Cómo hacer este de aquí. Janky hitbox. The hitbox is a little bit misplaced. Está un poco desplazada, ¿no? La hitbox. Se me ocurre que esté sujetando aquí una moneda. Son un poco extrañas las monedas de aquí. Son como así. No son redondas. The coins here are not, they are not round. They have a slightly different shape. Actually, let me get some reference on screen. And since I'm at it, I'm gonna show you a screenshot of the game. Because this way we can see her in game, and we can see more or less the vibe that I'm going for with this sketch. And then here, found it. There she is. This is kind of what I'm going for. She's playing with the coins. The coins are so small that the shape isn't much visible, but they are supposed to be something like this. Now you can see the whole thing. Ta-da! She's also here and looks really cute. Will her be playable by paid DLC? Nah, she's I'm not gonna reveal much about that, but we'll see. It's probably not gonna be DLC, no. I mean, to play the game, you already have to pay real money, so you already would have to pay to play as her. Let me close this one. There we go. At least we can keep her here at the side. This hand turned out very big though, I think. I wanna think a bit better about how to do these busts. Because it needs to be... I wanna practice doing drawings that can tell you a lot more about the characters. And... we need to think about something that could tell us about her. Like her holding the coin, it does tell. It can tell quite a bit about her. Let's see. I need to take my time with this. Maybe something like this. She can be holding the coin here like in the first sketch. The hand is mostly hidden. Maybe. Or maybe she can be holding it here. There we go. Big sleeves. I can never draw the hands on this perspective properly because you're supposed to see a little bit of the sleeve inside. It's kind of hard for me to draw them like this. Se me hace siempre un poco difícil. ¡Oh! ¡El ajogue! Está en la misma capa que esto. The ajogue is in the same layer. Yeah, maybe this is more how I would hold a gemstone. I deleted it and then it appeared again. Se lo corté y no murió porque aún no está terminada, aún está en construcción. Menos mal. Habría sido terrible si hubiera sido después. Ya, cierto, puedo cambiarlo de... sketching... Character sketches. Let's put character sketches. Aurora from And the Wild Hunt. Here we go. Now it's a lot more explanatory. Yo, Celot, ¿qué tal? Bienvenido. Or maybe also... I know! She can have the pose of PayPal me 30k! She's gonna be like, give me 30k! We're gonna draw this a lot better later. Maybe even a little bit more facing the front. Here we go. Sí, hago encargos en Vision. Yup. Los tengo abiertos en Vision. De hecho, puedo poner el link aquí. A ver. Ahí está. That's where I take my commissions. I take them on Vision. It's gonna take a lot more work to sketch properly. Right now, the sketches are super not clean. Actually, maybe I should look up some references. What if I Google PayPal me 30k? Actually, the head should be tilted towards the other side. Should be here. And it's gonna look terrible for now. This is what a Thursday looks like. Yep, this is a Thursday drawing stream, of course. Yo, the review, welcome. How's it going? We're doing something that no one has ever done before. Drawing a Thursday. Would have drawn Thursday, this guy. I don't know Thursday from... Wait, I do know Thursday from this guy, the robot, right? That was the robot from the first game. Right? It's been a long time. I remember! True, then some people have drawn Thursdays before. You know what, we're gonna do this a lot more simple. I'm doing and redoing this sketch so many times. But it's for a good cause. Would you PayPal Aurora 30k? Maybe, if I had 30k. But I don't have 30k. I'm struggling with this pose, especially with her design. It's a little bit difficult. There we go. Let's leave it at this for now. We'll figure it out later, how to do the rest. And now the last sketch. This one we can do something a little bit more like the one here at the shop. Meow! I know! You're so cute. You're so cute, Lete. You're so cute. Give me a second. I need to pet her. A veces he enseñado fotos de los gatos, aunque no tengo ninguna a mano ahora mismo. Pero alguna vez he enseñado alguna. Los gatos ya han sido revelados. Ojalá poder revelarlos a cada stream, pero entonces se volverían los dueños del stream. Y eso no puede ser. Las fotos para hacer espacio al Final Fantasy XIV. Yo es que los tengo en el móvil y en el disco duro. ¿Qué pasa, Temi? Además tengo siempre mis gatos al lado. Las fotos me va mejor tenerlas en el móvil, por si salgo. Así los tengo siempre conmigo. Por si estoy en casa siempre. Tengo mis gatos al lado. Si mis gatos fueran VTubers, ¿qué tipo de VTubers serían? No lo sé, la verdad, Temi. ¿Qué clase de VTuber sería? Me está mirando. Está muy cute. ¿Qué pasa, Temi? ¿Qué pasa, Temi? Creo que serían VTubers de dormir. Harían streams de dormir. I probably do have some. Wait, maybe I can send some to my computer. Quizá puedo enviar algunas fotos que tenga. Voy a mirar a ver si tengo alguna. Creo que tengo algunas muy graciosas del otro día. Puedo enseñaros fotos de Temi, que ahora vuelve a no estar calvita de la barriga. I can show you photos of my cat Temi, who is now no longer bald in her tummy. Because for a long time, she really kept licking her tummy and ended up removing all the hairs from there. But now she has stopped, and now she has hair there. Estuvo mucho tiempo lamiendo la barriga y se quitó todos los pelitos de ahí. Estaba calva. Pero ahora ya no está calva. Ahí está. Ahí está Temi. She's so silly. She's so cute. There she is. Ahí está. Yo-hooo, ¿qué tal? Y luego tengo una foto de Temi con su padre, Chemi. Ahí están. Son igualitos. Encima bajo precio, bueno, mejor. Así puedo comprar ensalada de frambuesas. Porque no soy yo. Si hay una ensalada de frambuesas en esta casa, no puedo ser yo. Tengo que haberla comprado. O hecho a mano. Reitan. Me hace gracia que Chen tiene un bigote blanco. Chen has a white whisker. Antes tenía uno en el otro lado, pero se le cayó y le salió otro en el otro lado. He used to have a white whisker on the other side, but it fell off and another one grew on the other side. Tiene una cana. También lo que los distingue es que Chen es enorme y Temi está chiquita. The other thing that differentiates them is that Chen is super big and Temi is really small. She's so tiny. Temi está chiquita y Chen es enorme. Y los otros gatos, tengo a esas dos señoritas. Tengo las dos hermanas de Temi. Ah, tengo una foto de Lire. A ver si puedo encontrar alguna de Lete. A ver... ¿Dónde tengo las fotos de Lete? Solo tengo fotos de Lire. Wait, tengo una de las tres hermanitas. I have one with the three sisters. Okay, I have this photo of Lire. This is what I see when I wake up, by the way. Esto es lo que veo cuando me despierto, por cierto. Abro los ojos y tengo un gato delante de mi cara. I open my eyes and I have a cat in front of my face. And then I have a photo of the three sisters. Ahí están. Esta es Temi, otra vez. Esta es Lire, que es esta misma. Y luego está Lete, que no está muy fotogénica aquí. La pillé bostezando. I caught her yawning. But there they are. Me da azúcar. Así me mira cada vez. Pathetic. Yo me a punto de autodoxearse por culpa de un gato. Nah, no pasa nada. Ya voy con cuidado. Es el cat cerbero. Son muy cute. Sí que parece que sea un gato de dos cabezas. It almost looks like it's a cat with two heads. They are really similar to each other, because they are sisters. Son hermanas las tres. Aunque ellas dos se parezcan más, las tres son hermanitas. Y el padre es Chen. Este señor de aquí, el abuelito, este es su padre. This is the dad of the three sisters. Tengo 4 gatos. Así que ahora ya los habéis visto todos. Ahora ya no podéis decir que no habéis visto mis gatos. Now you cannot say that you haven't seen my cats because you have seen all 4 of them. These are my 4 cats. I don't have many photos with all 4 of them together, but on winter is the only season when that can happen. La única temporada donde puede ocurrir eso es en invierno. Así que ahora en verano ya no voy a tener fotos de los 4 gatos. Porque no van a querer ponerse juntitos. Nunca más. Hasta el siguiente invierno. Ahora hace calor. Y se tumban en el suelo. Son muy dramas. Now it's so hot that they just lie down on the ground. ¿Se tratan bien entre ellos? Yeah. Normalmente se llevan bastante bien. Duermen juntitos. A veces, Lete, esta señora, le da por molestar a los demás. Es la más bully de todos. She's the biggest bully in all of them. She always likes to bother Lire a lot. Siempre le gusta molestar mucho a Lire. Pero a Lire le encanta la atención. Lire loves getting attention. She's always the one asking me for attention all the time. She bites me to get my attention and to get food. And right now she's curled up in a chair like she has never broken a plate. She's so cute. Also, she's super tiny. Lily is super tiny. Está muy chiquita, Lily. Super diminuta. Okay, let's continue. Cat intermission over. You have now seen my cats. Yep. Cada quien con su platito. Tienen 2 platos y normalmente no tienen problemas con eso. Hay suficiente espacio para todos en los 2 platos. ¡Más gatos! ¡Más gatos! Puedo mirar si tengo más fotos, pero entonces ¿quién va a dibujar? Who's gonna draw if I keep showing cat photos? See? If I let my cats be VTubers, the channel would be about cats only. They would take over the channel. No one would ever draw ever again. Yo, Lily, welcome! Cat photos? Yes, I was showing photos of my cats. Here they are. Okay, we're going back to cats. It's inevitable. Ahí están 3 de mis gatos. Estas son las 3 hermanitas. Y luego está el padre. Este es Cheng. Big Chengus. Este es el padre de las 3. This is the dad. He's an old man. Personalidad. Son bastante tranquilos todos. Se portan muy bien en realidad. They behave really well. They are so cute. They are really kind too. Son muy buenos conmigo. Nunca arañan. Nunca hacen nada malo. Deja a los gatos, ya puedes retirarte. Les dejo el canal a los gatos ya. ¿Para qué trabajar cuando puedo dejarles mi canal a los gatos? Debut stream para mis gatos. Yeah, I have 4. I should do a debut stream for my cats and just introduce them all. That would actually be really funny. Como cuando VTubers presentan sus madres en stream. Haré lo mismo pero con mis gatos. Ya está, vamos a renombrar el canal. Va a ser Yomi Gardenia. It's gonna become Yomi Gardenia from now on. And there will only be cats. No more drawing. Maybe I can find some other funny photos of them. Give me a second. Now I want to find more of them. See? Now I want to show more of my cats. They are so cute. Most of them are really chill most of the time. Temi is super chill. Okay, this one, let me zoom in. This lady here, she's so chill. She almost never meows. She's really quiet. Siempre está muy calladita, Temi. Nunca molesta a nadie. Siempre va por su cuenta. Ay, he encontrado algunas más que están muy graciosas. I have found some others that look really funny. Hold on. I must show them. Ahora tengo que enseñarlas. No, you didn't read anything! Now it's a cat stream. The stream has just changed. That's just how it is. El stream tenía que cambiar, estaba destinado. Iba a ser un stream de gatos. Creo que he encontrado... Ahí tengo otra más. Es que les hago muchas fotos. I take a lot of photos of them. So I have another photo of Temi. This is Temi. She has the high ground. Esta es Temi. Le gusta estar muy arriba. En los muebles. Yo-hooo, ¿qué tal? Aquí estoy. Haciendo un stream de gatos inesperadamente. doing a cat stream unexpectedly. And then there's also this photo. There are 2 cats in this photo. Where do you think the second cat is? ¿Dónde creéis que está el segundo gato? Porque hay 2 gatos en esta foto. ¿Cuál es el consentido? Esta señorita es la consentida. Es Lire. Lire es la más consentida, es una niña mimada. Lire is super spoiled. She's a spoiled princess. Something funny about Lire is that if you pay attention to any of the other cats, she will come to get that attention. Only she can have the attention. She's sleeping right now, so... Si hay algún otro gato que está recibiendo atención, Lire siempre viene para recibir la atención. Porque es como, no, solo yo puedo tener atención. Temi, come here. Tengo una Temi. Tengo a Temi, que es esta señorita. Aquí está. ¿Qué pasa, señorita? También tiene canas. No se le ve en la foto, pero tiene algunas canas también. She has some white hairs too. It doesn't show in the photo, but she has some. She's so cute and also really tiny. You're so small. You never grow up. You stay tiny forever. Te has quedado chiquito para siempre. Es muy cute. Me hace mucha gracia que Temi es siempre toda redondita. Tiene los ojos chiquitos y redondos. She has very tiny round eyes and she's so cute. No quiero hacer esto un stream de gatos. Demasiado tarde. Ya es un stream de gatos. It's too late. It's already a cat stream. Ok, la última foto. Última foto de gatos. Ahí están. Ahí están Lily y Cheng. There's Lily and Cheng. Estaba muy cute aquí. She looks so cute here. She's so cute. You can here see the difference inside because Cheng is giant. Cheng es enorme, pero Lily está súper chiquita. Es diminuta. La pintura de Lucifer llorando. Va durísimo, sí. Misma expresión y todo. Sí parece. It does look like that painting of Lucifer. No way. You know that meme that is like... how does it start? The Lucifer, Asmodeus, Satanas. But people do that with cats. They show photos of cats during the song meme. I should do that with my cat someday. Debería hacer ese meme de Lucifer, Asmodeus, Satanas con mis gatos. Yo creo que sería muy acorde. Está muy cute. Y Cheng está aquí súper tranquilito. Cheng es súper bebé. Aquí donde lo veis, este señor, este abuelito, es súper bebé. Es el abuelo más bebé que el mundo haya visto. También siempre me pide atención. Y otra cosa graciosa de él es que no sabe subir a sillas solo. Cada vez que quiere subirse aquí encima de mi regazo, tiene que pedírmelo. Se queda como apoyado en la silla, maullándome, diciéndome: Meu, súbeme, por favor. Antes subía solo, pero como ahora está viejito, es como ño. Ya no quiero saltar yo. Something funny about Cheng is that he's an old man. So whenever he wants to sit on my lap, he has to ask me to like help him up there. Because he cannot jump as well as he used to, and he needs help to get on top of the chair. Also, if I ever get up of the chair If I leave my chair for a few seconds, some of the cats, any of the cats, will end up going in my chair. Si me voy de mi silla por un momento, cuando vuelva va a haber un gato. Antes me pasó y estaba Chen en la silla. Porque si no estoy yo, no necesita ayuda para subir a la silla. Solo me pide ayuda cuando estoy yo. He only asks for help to get on the chair when I'm there. If I'm not there, he steals my chair. He's so cute. I think he's in my room right now. Creo que está en mi cuarto ahora mismo. Ahora mismo aquí solo están las tres hermanitas. Están muy cute las tres. Lete está hecha una alfombra. Ok, mentí. Dije última foto, pero voy a sacar otra. I said that would be the last photo, but I'm gonna take another one. I'm gonna take one of how Lete is right now. Because I think everyone should see it. Creo que todo el mundo debería ver esta foto de Lete. Porque está completamente en modo alfombra en el sofá. This is a photo from literally right now. Let me see. Esta es una foto de literalmente ahora. Ahí está. Literally right now. She's just lying there. She's so cute. Está muy cute. Mirad cómo tiene la patita. She's not even laughing at this point. She's just like carpet. She has become part of the blankets. Ya ni siquiera está en modo barra de pan. Ahora es parte de las mantas. Ay. Ya está, ya no más gatos. Ya no más gatos, hay que dibujar. Quizá algún día dibujamos gatos. Pero hoy toca dibujar a esta señora. Maybe one day we'll draw cats too. But we need to draw this lady. But now you have seen them. Sí. Toca dibujar a la señora azul. Yep. Toca dibujar la goblin. No se ve en el arte, pero tiene como una aguja imperdible enorme aquí en la ropa. There we go. Let's move some things around. Okay, it doesn't look bad as composition goes, I think. Creo que no está mal respecto a composición. Va a haber que mover algunas cositas, pero... We're gonna have to move some things, but... I think we're getting somewhere. Mi flequillo bien, aquí está, recién peinado. Hay que cuidarse el cabello. Okay, the full body. I think it's okay if the sketches cover it a little bit. Because we're supposed to integrate all the doodles with each other in the composition. So it's okay if they overlap a little bit. In fact, it's better if they overlap. Because it means that they fit together a lot more to begin with. They are planned to be overlapping. No se lo voy a arrancar otra vez, no. Ahora es parte de su cabeza y tiene que quedarse allí. Aunque podemos mover algunas cosas para mejorar la composición. Esto aquí. Lo que no sé... Uy, me estoy equivocado. Vamos a hacer que se vea un poquito de las manos, quizá. We can make a little bit of the hands visible, I think. Está apostando. Nah, apostar es una buena manera para perder dinero. Ella solo... ¿Cómo decirlo? Solo hace apuestas que esté asegurado que pueda ganar. Yo creo. Por eso hace que los demás usen el gacha. Esta es la señora del gacha, por cierto. This is the lady of the gacha. In her shop, that's where you have the gacha. Ella es la que hace que los demás apuesten. She's the one who makes the others bet. I'm so sorry, everyone. There is a gacha in the game. It was inevitable. Era inevitable. Okay. Let me check. So you wanna get her eyes right. Another important charm point. She's got fangs. ¿Qué buenas son las respuestas? Pues te dan cartas y pueden tocarte 100 ratas. Yo creo que eso es bastante buena motivación. If you roll in her gacha, you might even get 100 rats. Sounds like a great offer, doesn't it? Who doesn't wanna summon 100 rats? ¿Quién no quiere invocar 100 ratas? Good protein! There we go. I don't know how to do the expression of PayPal me, 30K. Maybe it should be with the eyes open. It doesn't look right somehow. Tongue out, that could work. Blip. Wait, that's not the brush. Hey. Yo, Jaina, welcome. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Que vaya bien, Michi. Muchísimas gracias por venir. Y suerte con la sección de estudio. Los ojos han quedado un poco diferentes. I think the eyes have turned out a little bit different. For now it's just sketch, so... we can keep moving things around if we need. What's better, short or tall? Depends. It really depends, I think. I forgot the ears. Let's not forget another one of our important design points. Big ears. I like how this one turned out, actually. Maybe it's a different expression, though. I did like the other. I like this expression, actually. Thinking. Yo-hooo, Crumpets! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's not Monday, yeah! It's painting Thursday today. We're not doing chibis this time, for once. Hold on, I've been doing this on the wrong layer all this time. He estado dibujando en la capa equivocada todo este rato. And now here. Wait. Oh. Careful. Here we go. Nice. This one is the one that I'm not fully convinced yet, and it might be that the face needs still a little bit of work. Maybe instead of the tongue, the tongue looks really cute. But maybe a different expression would fit more. It might also be the eyes. I think the face in general needs some work here. I think the main issue is the orientation of the head. The head should be sort of facing this direction, I think. It's kind of facing the front. Ears. Let's not forget the hair in front. This is the messiest sketch that I have done in a while. Son los esbozos más desastres que he hecho en bastante tiempo. I think the eyebrows, if we do them like these, I think it does work a bit better. Okay, I think this works. Creo que así funciona. Now the rest. The hands need to be way closer to the face. They need to be here. Maybe it could even be... Because normally I do it so the color of the outfit covers part of her face. Maybe here we can just show it a little bit from above, maybe? Because she's tiny, she's a goblin, so she's always gonna have to be looking up to beg people to PayPal her 30k. Okay, I think that fits a lot better. That works a lot more. And here goes the other sleeve. Necesita un taburete, si no, no va a llegar a los estantes altos. She needs a stool. She's not gonna reach the high shelves. Okay, it's the right brush. I thought for a moment I had started using the wrong brush. Okay, more or less the sketch works. There's still a lot that I would like to change along the way. Like for example, limiting the ends of each doodle a bit more. The sleeves are being pretty hard to deal with. Wait, that's the wrong layer. Esa fue la capa equivocada. Let's see. Por supuesto, me equivoqué de capa más veces. Of course, I drew on the wrong layer more times. I think I just copy-pasted this wrong. Autobiographical character? No. Although if someone wants to PayPal me 30k, I'm not gonna say no, you know. I think no one would. No one would say no to that, right? So now, if we move this, okay, now that this is done, let's put all the sketches in the same layer. Gonna reduce the opacity. And let's sketch everything a little bit more cleaner. Okay, let's make the brush way smaller. Why does it feel different now? It might be the size. What if I lower the brush density? Let's put it to 70. This way it shows the texture quite a bit. I like this brush a lot. It's pretty good. Let's put it to this size, I think. I'll try to do the lines not too perfectly. I've got to keep in mind that today it's just doodling. No matter how it turns out. Just doodling for fun. If the lines don't turn out perfect, that's part of the charm. It's like if I was drawing with a pencil. This should be though. It might also help with the line weights. Now the rest of the hair down here. I'll make it a little bit more floaty, I think. Let's not forget the ears. Wait, the ears should not be that low, it should be here. But on the left is the character, yeah! Those 00 money are the currency in game. That's where the money that you have is gonna show up. Yep. Bye bye Eli, que vaya bien. Muchas gracias por venir. Cuídate. Yo John, welcome. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're doing some drawing today. And for a moment cat stream, but the cat stream has ended. There's no more cat stream for today. But it's always gonna be there in the VOD. This lady is the shopkeeper in End the Wild Hunt, which by the way is a game that I'm working on with some friends. And if you wanna keep up with the updates of it, we post some updates every Wednesday in here. menos 3 meses, gracias por los buenos momentos. ¡Yeah! Muchísimas gracias. Uy, 3 meses. Sí, es verdad. Por lo menos son 3 meses. Mínimo 3 meses. I'm gonna fix the bangs actually. The bangs don't look quite right now. Should be a little bit more. The bangs are a lot shorter. They get here. I feel like the stabilization is messing me up a little bit. Okay, that helps now. Now it here on the side. Now the hair of the other side should be more over here. Yomi drawing, rare occasion. One thing I want to try with these doodles is not complicating the coloring too much. I want to try doing mostly flat coloring and keeping all the attention on the lines. So let's make the lines very detailed. Just an experiment after all. Es un poco un experimento. Esta oreja debería estar un poco más arriba. Aquí. There's a cat scratching the leg of the table! Oh my god, it's Cheng! Hello, Cheng. Leave the desk alone. Come on. Meow! You want the stream to be a cat stream again? Meh! Now the neck of the collar. That does not make any sense. A lot of things are gonna change along the way, I think. Hiervo todo el agua de mi ramen. ¡No! Van a ser solo espaguetis fritos. Me ha pasado alguna vez con el arroz, además. It has happened to me before with rice, that I have boiled all the water on accident. And then all the rice sticks to the bottom of the pot and it's a pain to remove. No pasa nada, eso de acabar ya lo dudo. No creo que se vaya a poder acabar nada hoy. debe ser un poco más fino. Está muy cute. Creo que me gusta cómo está quedando. Cute. Use a rice cooker for that same reason. I've always wanted to have a rice cooker. What? Someday I'll have a rice cooker and an air fryer. It would be so good to have a rice cooker and an air fryer. Ojalá tener una arrocera y una freidora de aire. Ooh, nice. Sometimes people throw away things that are still perfectly usable. Aire frito, qué rico. Que es verdad, ¿por qué se llama freidora de aire? ¿Por qué querría freír el aire? Aparte de porque está rico. ¿A quién se le ocurrió? Who had the idea to fry air? Yes, we need to invent a machine that fries air. Maybe they got inspired when they saw the shrimps cooking. And they were like, no way, you're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? What if it could also fry air? Pero el aire es una cocina de Lina. Oh no, eso puede tener terribles implicaciones. ¿Cómo se fríe el aire? Dicen que muchos descubrimientos de cocina fueron descubiertos por accidente. Freír con aceite sabe mejor. Estoy de acuerdo. El aceite... Además, como hay diferentes tipos de aceite, puedes usar el adecuado para lo que haga falta. Lo que no he probado mucho es usar mantequilla para freír. What I haven't really tried is using butter for frying. You always use sunflower oil for like frying stuff that is supposed to be like fried. But most of the time I use olive oil, which I guess is a very Spanish thing to do. El fish oil de Arafel, mañana más Arafel, let's go. Tomorrow we'll get more Arafel, that reminds me. Ooh, extra butter on everything. I like putting butter when I'm doing things on the oven, because then it melts on top of the things and leaves a very tasty butter flavor, and it makes things a little bit more crunchy, and it's really, really good. No butter for potatoes. Good for meat or fish. Interesting. I'll take note of that. Look at that. She's looking so cute, actually. Está súper adorable. Wow, this pencil is super nice to sketch with. It makes me not care that the lines are not perfect. Este pincel hace que me dé igual que las líneas no estén perfectas. Porque se siente muy como hacer esbozos en lápiz. Espero que esto... There we go. Baked potato! On the oven? Potatoes with butter? It does fit super well. For example, one recipe that I like doing a lot is potatoes filled with mincemeat with tomato. You make like the typical tomato sauce with mincemeat for example pasta, but then you put it inside a potato. You boil potatoes, you empty them from the inside, and then you put the sauce in there, and then you bake them in the oven. Putting a little bit of butter on top of that, it's so good. Potato ravioli? No, I don't think I have. Huh. Interesting. Puedo usar eso como excusa para todo. No tener una fuente de iluminación consistente es parte de mi estilo. Muy cierto eso. Yo cada vez que dibujo y no sé dónde poner las luces. Me every time that I draw and I don't know where to put the lights. I feel that. It's part of my style, yeah. Wait! Potato ravioli? Are they... Is it called potato ravioli? Like, I'm thinking of like, they are like these. You take the half of the potato and then you just put the meat here. Like it's not the potato and then putting it like through a space, through a hole in it. It's just like the half of the potato, and then you put the thing, the sauce. Like it would be the first time that I've heard it defined as potato ravioli. They are not ravioli shaped, basically. Nah, they are not resealed. It's just the half of the potato. And sometimes, one thing that I do is I take the potato that I have removed to empty the potato and then mix it with the sauce. And it adds an extra potato flavor to the sauce. Son patatas rellenas de carne picada. Están muy ricas. They are so delicious. They're cooking, no? Let me check. It's like filled turkey. I think my grandma might have made this dish actually. I didn't know it by this name, but I think this is something that my grandma has made before. And I think she also does it with calamari, with squid. Creo que mi abuela ha hecho este plato antes con pavo y con calamares. Calamares rellenos. Potato water for tea. Oh. I've never thought of doing that. Interesting. La verdad no soy muy fan del calamar. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of like, I keep calling it calamari. I guess it's correct. I'm not a big fan of squid. It feels too gummy for me. You're kidding! If you tell me something, I will believe you. When it comes to food, remember that I'm not a coward. If you tell me that you try something a bit crazy when it comes to food, I might believe you most of the time. You're squidding me. I think we're gonna change the direction of the belts a little bit. Because perspective wise, I think it fits a bit better for the belts to be a little bit curved upwards. Here we go. Here's some new daring dish for you. Pizza but with cheese. This is me shaking my head in disapproval. No. Adding cheese to things, who does that? Could never happen in this house. Pizza with cheese, of all the things. How could you even entertain the thought? Imagine eating cheese. Ew. Grilled cheese with bacon. Crazy combinations, I hear. Como todo lo que nada. La verdad es que como pescado muy poco. Tengo poca oportunidad de comer pescado, pero echo de menos las gambas. Me gustan mucho las gambas. I love shrimp, but I don't get much chance to eat seafood. I love shrimp. I need more shrimp in my food. Yeah, the cheese OC contest. I always remember that very fondly. That was really fun. El concurso de señoras queso. ¿Os acordáis del concurso de señoras queso de hace años? Buenos tiempos. Let's try to get these lines right. I'm leaving the eyes for later, but I could try doing them. Here we go. Que molesta el pescado, siempre es las espinas. Hay pescado que creo que es más fácil quitarle las espinas que otros. Pero sí que es muy horrible tener que limpiarlo uno mismo. Otra razón por la que no como pescado a menudo. Da mucha pereza tener que limpiarlo. No quiero. Prefiero gambas congeladas. I prefer to get some frozen shrimp than having to clean up the fish. It's a pain to clean up the fish. We hide the sketch. Look at that! It looks a lot more clean now. Yippee. Se ve mucho más limpia. Let's try doing the eyes. I've been leaving them for last, but I guess we can do them now. Yeah, the progress is looking nice. Eyes are also super fun to draw with this brush. Los ojos son muy divertidos de hacer con este pincel. Creo que los puedo hacer con muchos trazos de pincel. Muchos trazos de lápiz. Siento que quedan muy bien. I feel like the eyes have turned out a little bit too long here. Let's do them like this. ¿Te gustan los reptiles? ¡Yeah! Son bonitos. Para comer nunca he probado. Pero como animales, yeah. ¿Saben a pollo? Bueno, a ver, todo lo que hay en este mundo se divide entre pollo y cocodrilo. Nadie mencionó comer, pero estábamos hablando de comer. Por eso lo dije. Además, Anima dijo que saben a pollo. Eso es que sí que alguien mencionó comer. En mi defensa, no fui yo. Siempre me ha dado curiosidad, eso sí. ¿A qué saben a pollo, cocodrilo? No lo sé. No he probado el cocodrilo para poder compararlo. Pero las vacas son claramente pollo. Entre pollo y cocodrilo, las vacas son pollo. Porque los pollos están en granja y las vacas también están en granja. Nuggets de cocodrilo. Ojalá. Siempre estaré triste por no poder probar los nuggets de dinosaurio. I will always be sad for not being able to try dinosaur nuggets. Like nuggets made from dinosaurs. I know there's nuggets shaped like dinosaurs, but it's not the same. No es lo mismo que tengan forma de dinosaurio a que estén hechos de dinosaurio. Creo que los ojos me han quedado muy diferentes los dos. Uno está más abierto que el otro. Hay que arreglarlo. Parte de aquí. Nuggets de caimán. Ojalá algún día tener oportunidad de probar lo más cercano a nuggets de dinosaurio. How does Soy Yomi taste? That's not a dish that exists, so there's no way of knowing how it tastes. Some things are never meant to be eaten. You guys know what I've been thinking about lately? It's a complete change of topic, but I just remembered randomly. I've been thinking about parkour civilization. Kinda miss that. You guys remember parkour civilization? I remembered because there you have to choose between jumping between the chicken and the beef. That was some good internet times. Yo, Labrador, welcome! Chocoplasm, Ectonagis! I don't know why, I'm suddenly scared all of a sudden. You picked the beef! You wanna make the jump for the beef! That's very brave. I checked the other day and apparently there's now a like crossover movie with PvP Civilization. And coincidentally yesterday I saw that the same creator uploaded a new video about Speedrun Academy. Like I guess the franchise is still alive. It's nice to see. Even after the trend has passed, parkour civilization still survives. Have a good vertical! I'm gonna have to train a lot more. But living on chicken does not seem so bad. I already do that. It's one of the few meats that I eat. I feel like pork and beef, they are not that easy to eat for me. They are a little bit uncomfortable to eat. Chicken is the best meat. I don't wanna fix some things. Once more, it's one of those occasions when the sketch looks better than than the finished line art. But it's still a work in progress. Yeah, chicken all the way. Fried chicken. Gotta love fried chicken. Breaded fried chicken. Pollo frito rebozado. Es el mejor tipo de pollo. I'm gonna fix the eyes a bit. I think we can do them a little bit better. If we use free transform, we can move them around easily. I think it's also because some of the lines on the other eye are way thinner than these ones. If we make nose a little bit more noticeable. Yeah, there's something I'm still not. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe I've just been staring at it for too long. Grilled chicken is also good. Okay, this I'm gonna do like this. There we go. Okay, I like it a lot more now. Creo que ahora sí que me gusta bastante más. Now, in here, I forgot how these needles are called. Sort of clips. It's not exactly a clip. They have a funny name in Spanish. They are called the impossible to lose needles, the unlosable needles. En español se llaman agujas imperdibles. Cosa que no impide que puedas perderlas. It doesn't prevent you from losing them, definitely. We need a reference for them though. Let's see. Aguja imperdible. Algo así. Está enganchado por aquí. Las has perdido. De verdad que tienen un nombre muy mal elegido. Si es imperdible lo pierdes, suena como falta de skill. Quizás culpa nuestra por perderlas. Maybe it's our fault for losing them. Let's add some extra folds in the clothes. Hey, what are you doing? Lete! It was you! Wow! Hello, Lete! Cute! I heard some noises in the kitchen. And whenever I hear a noise in this house, I just know that it's the cat. I'm not afraid of noises anymore, because I know that no matter what noise it is, it's a cat. Ya no me dan miedo los ruidos en la casa, porque sé que no importa qué ruido sea, seguro que ha sido un gato. There we go. The cat using the air fryer. The air fryer that unfortunately I do not have. Where did you get the air fryer, Lete? I don't know where she went. No sé dónde se ha ido. Okay. Oh, los zapatos. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué tengo que dibujar zapatos? Why do I have to draw shoes? Why do I do this to myself? At least these ones are a bit simple. Maybe you don't have an air fryer because the cat took it? Wait a second! You might be onto something. Oh, my cats have an air fryer and it's my air fryer. Oh, Lily's still sleeping, super cute. Lily aún está durmiendo, super adorable. I can't even be mad. No puedo enfadarme siquiera, porque son muy adorables. You don't have an air fryer? Condescending love of an air fryer haver. Please don't bully me for not having an air fryer. In my defense, the cats took it. The cats have my air fryer, yes. That's why. Yo, Psyker, welcome! How's it going? Clearly you don't own an air fryer. I'll never live it down. I'll never live down not having an air fryer. One day I'll get one and you will all see. Everyone will see. I know, Psyker, I've wanted to play Fata Morgana for years. One day I'll be able to. Don't worry. It's been in my wish list for literal years. Don't feel bad, I don't even have a microwave. That's fine. The important thing is that you can still cook. Wait! The screen turned off for a moment. Okay, I think the earrings are a little bit smaller. Let's set the other line here. Maidenless behavior! How did we get to this point? We weren't even talking about maidens this time. We were talking about air fryers. Unless an air fryer can count as a maiden. An air fryer can be a maiden, perhaps. There we go. She looks so cute. Está muy cute. I'm also leaving the backpack for last, because it does seem like a bit of a pain. Me manda el océano pequeño. Necesito saberlo ahora. ¡Microondas! ¡Microondas! En inglés yo creo que puede funcionar hasta mejor. It can even work even better in English. What does the small sea send you? It sends you microwaves. Beautiful. Maravilloso. Me hace pensar en el chiste del pan que habla. Hace tiempo que no cuento ese chiste. It's been a long time since I last told the joke of the bread that speaks that unfortunately works better in Spanish. El pan que habla, yeah. ¿Queréis saber el chiste del pan que habla? Which games have my favorite soundtracks? I think... off the top of my head... Xenoblade Chronicles? Granblue Fantasy also has very good ones. Final Fantasy XIV... and I know there's a lot more that I like a lot. I have a playlist actually of my favorite soundtracks ever. Hold on. I can find it. It has some spoilery Final Fantasy XIV songs, but if you don't mind them, you can see it no problem. Do you know Lahi? Lahi? I've even sung it in karaoke. I should do a karaoke one other day. It's been a long time since the last karaoke. Let me see. It should be... if no songs from there have been removed from YouTube, it should have around like 60 songs. Here, found it. Picking award-winning games that are free to play until level 60 is cheating. Actually, now it's until level 80, including the base game and the critically acclaimed expansions Heaven's Sword, Stormloot, and Shadowbringers, with no limitation on playtime, by the way. How's it spoiler? It's from like late game areas that are like better to see them first time, but there's no spoilers in the videos themselves, fortunately. So it's without context. Here's my top OST picks playlist. So to name some more, there's Granblue Fantasy, Xenoblade Chronicles, Pokemon Mystery Dungeons Explorers of the Sky, Okami, Valhalla, Nier, the two Niers, Arknights, there's one from Arknights, there's some from Toho, there's a couple from Final Fantasy XVI, Couple from Machinarium, which I played on stream. And there's a bunch of others. Yeah. Yeah, I think I did put one from Outer Wilds. I like that game a lot. Did I put one? I think. Oh, I might have put one in another playlist actually. Oh no, yeah, I put Timberheart. I love Timberheart. It inspired me to, in part, to make Goodbye Tired Stars. It's so good. Minecraft also has a very good OST, yep. Probably nowadays there would be more that I would put. Oh yeah, Genshin also has very good music, I have to say. And there's one for Mother 3. I love Snowman so much. That song's so good. Yeah, Start is one of my most favorite Minecraft songs. It was my most favorite before some of the newest albums came out. Well, albums. Some of the newest OST releases of Minecraft in the newest patches. It was my favorite for a very long time. Me la apunto esa. Porque como... ahora un poco difícil ponerme a buscar cosas. Free-to-play award-winning games until level 80. Three stories of the dreaming world. But it's not award-winning and there's no levels. It's false advertising. Let me see. Let me write down. There we go. I love Pascal. It's one of the best musics from Nier Automata. But Nier Automata in general has so much good music. There's even an arrangement album that has very good alternate versions of the songs. And there was one made by... at least sung by the vocalist of Millie. Which really surprised me, like, wait, I recognize this voice. Yeah, me la apunto. Yo siempre música nueva. Yo tomo recomendaciones. Y sé que hay más que pondría ahora. Porque, por ejemplo, es que de Genshin hay muchísimas que me encantan. Hay más juegos que he ido jugando. Limbus Company también tiene muy buena música. Limbus Company also has very good music. There's so much good music in video games. Pretty sure that I'm forgetting some. Like, if I could make an entire playlist of songs from Final Fantasy XIV that I could put in there. Do they do Limbo? I wouldn't put it past them. I think it's something that could happen. For now, they don't do Limbo. They just fight. They fight and then die and revive. And they go through a lot of trauma. Especially go through a lot of trauma. That's what happens the most. Ever played Katamari? I haven't, but I have the game. It came in a bundle that I got years ago. I could try playing it one day. There's so much reserve of them. Oh boy! Oh boy! Man. I mentioned this earlier, but I watched the latest episode yesterday. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm so scared. I remember back in the first season of ReZero, it got a lot of hate because it became popular, and also the main character is also not a very likable character at times. But I finished getting up to date some months ago. Well, months ago. It was some weeks ago. And holy shit! ReZero is good. I like it a lot. You don't like Subaru Rasero? I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of him either. He's definitely a character that is not made to be fully likable. Because he makes a lot of mistakes. He's definitely far from being a perfect person. He makes so many mistakes. He has some moments that I was cringing physically, like, dude, you cannot do that. But he's a very good character, I have to say. He's actually a very good character. He does get a lot of development. I feel like I'm enjoying his character a lot more after having watched especially after there was one part in season 2 that really changed my perspective on him quite a bit. And I don't know, the more the time passes, the more you realize that all his mistakes, he pays for them so much. Every single mistake that he makes, he doesn't get away with it. He has to learn, not through the good, but especially through the bad. He learns by force. Only thing I like about ReZero is when Subaru gets ReZeroed. He suffers so much. I'm also enjoying Emilia a lot more after the newest seasons. She's a baby. No, cute. Cute. Katamari is full of great songs. I think I have heard some of them. I have to try it someday. I've heard that it's really fun. Another thing I like about the story is that it has a lot of background depth. It feels a lot like... It's not one of those isekais where the protagonist is there to be a self-insert. I would say he's more of a self-insert of the author, but an author that hates themselves a lot. Like, yes, I'm gonna make this guy go through so much suffering. It feels like there's a big difference between how the author treats Subaru and how he treats Emilia. Like, Emilia's like, yes, my beautiful child. And then Subaru is like, you're a donkey. You know that Gordon Ramsay meme? It feels like that. It feels so much like that. You're an idiot sandwich. That's how it feels that the author treats Subaru. It's been really fun to get up to date. I need more. Watching ReZero, it feels like getting put on a roller coaster against my will. You never know when the roller coaster is gonna start going down at super high speeds, and it always happens super suddenly. Why does he keep wearing that stupid tracksuit? I thought the same! Good news! In the newest season, he gets a new outfit. So, goodbye stupid tracksuit. I was really happy to see that. He's not wearing the stupid tracksuit anymore. Like, he really stood out like a sore thumb until then. It's an improvement. I do feel that the series being an isekai, it's gonna be relevant in some way, I hope. Because a lot of isekai series, they only use it as an excuse to support the self-insert fantasy. Like, oh, I just got teleported to another world, I just reincarnated in another world. And then the rest of the story has nothing to do with the, like, having been taken to another world. It's just a fantasy story that happens to be an isekai, but the isekai part is never relevant. Here it does feel like it explores that a little bit more, and I like that. We'll see how it will continue, because I really don't know where the story is gonna end up going with that. I'm intrigued. At least that's for sure. Is it half of the tracksuit? You'll see. I don't want to say much if you're waiting for the whole season to release. You will see. Reincarnated is a guy with the weakest power, but it's actually secretly the strongest power. Oh my god. Who would have guessed? There's so many isekais like that. I can speak for all of them because I haven't watched that many. But it does feel like it's all so much of the same formula. Let's see. It's all natural. No. You'll see. Another thing that I like is that the main party keeps changing all the time. It's not always the same characters. Depending on the arc, the main group gets like new characters and returning characters. I like that because it gives everyone a little bit of time to shine on screen. Fights Mitsubishi in that one. Ah yes, Subaru the car. That was a very unexpected arc. Kinda sad because my wives are not appearing much in this season. I want them to show up again. I miss my wives. Not gonna add that. Okay, most of the lines are done. Feels like Index, although not an isekai by itself, kind of set up the genre. I've never watched Index actually, but I do get some similar vibes from it, yeah. At least from what I've seen. Gotta watch it one day. I'm happy that I'm watching some more anime after so many years. It was hard to start new animes for a long time. You prefer Railgun? I haven't watched Railgun either, no? I didn't watch either of them. I had it on my list of series to watch, but then I never did. My backlog of series is long like my backlog of games. Let's see. The one series that I watched recently that is from a bunch of years ago was Yumiko Mary. I had recommended for a long time. I remember that someone I knew years ago told me, you should watch this series, and I was like, okay. And then I never watched it until now. Over a decade later. It was okay. It had some nice things. It had to do with dreams, which is something that I enjoy. It was okay. I wouldn't say masterpiece. But it had some cool concepts. Did meet her Mary? Yeah, I think so. Queen Mary. The designs were cute, I have to say. It had some cute character designs. But it really has that feel of series from the like 2010s. It was like, oh, this takes me back. This has such an old anime vibe. It's been years. I feel it was good, but I don't remember it very well. It's pretty short. Also, it only has one season. Apparently, I feel like there's a lot of things that could have been explored a lot more. Like, there's some characters that seem like they would show up again, and then they never showed up again. Some things that seemed to be teased in the opening, and then they were completely irrelevant. They were never addressed. Takes me back like Haruhi Suzumiya. It's more or less from that time, yeah. Moment the studio ran out of budget ending frame was a meme. There was one episode, I remember, that at the end of the episode, they were only using static frames, and it was like, come on, come on. This is the moment when the studio ran out of budget, for sure. It was like, come on, that's so cheap. I did like the backgrounds in the first episodes of the anime though. They had a sort of abandoned vibe. Kind of like overgrown buildings. But in the modern city time. Like for example, the school had some plants growing in it. And it felt a little bit... I want to say liminal, but I don't know if it's exactly the word. Like a bit abandoned, a little bit post-apocalyptic even. It gives the setting an interesting vibe. Maybe promotion for a novel? What you gonna say? It felt like a prank. I've only heard the legends about those episodes of Haruhi. I never managed to get past the first episode of Haruhi. Artistic decisions. Like, it had to have some sort of meaning, right? Some sort of reason for it to be like that. It was when the same episode was like done from different cameras and angles, right? There we go! She's nearly done! At least for lines. Let's put the pin over here. The other pin. This one's a bit smaller. There's a lot of other series I've been meaning to watch, but I'm like, if it has more than one season, my motivation to watch it kind of goes away. Like, I want to watch something a bit shorter. Need to be in the right headspace to watch something a bit longer. And on the other hand, watching animes that are airing right now, waiting for the next week to get another episode, is excruciating. I need more Atelier in my veins right now. Witch Hat Atelier, so good! I could read the manga, however, if watching anime is already hard because I can't find a moment to do it, reading manga is even worse because I can't do anything else while I watch it. Cromarty High School. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Or have I? Oh, I've seen it! I've seen screenshots of it. But I don't even know what it's about. I'm a Yomi Gardenia fan, I can read. Yo-hooo paper, welcome! How's it going? Which Atelier reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist. It was so good too. Full Metal Alchemist is so good. Few times have I felt that the story was like so solid and well put together. And all the characters got like enough screen time to get them to know well. It's so good. It's super well rounded as a story. Wait, this pocket should be a little bit smaller over here. And then there's JoJo's. But to watch JoJo's I need to wait for my friends that I'm watching JoJo's with. We are at part 5. Watching series with other people is also a good motivation to watch a long series. Otherwise, if it has to be me alone, I can't find a moment to start watching them. There's this really old anime that people said was gender defining. Something Madoka something something. You mean Puella Magic Madoka Magica? Yeah, I watched it. There's gonna be a new movie relatively soon, I think. Well, they announced it. I don't know if it's gonna be soon or not. I did watch it and I did enjoy it a lot. Very, very unknown anime, right? I have a lady! Come here. Ven aquí. Tengo una lady. Meow. What? Cute. You're so cute. So adorable. A ver si habrá más doca. Tiene que haberla, seguro. Now the belt buckle goes here. Still not too sure about how to draw belt buckles. It's a bit hard. But a new manga called Dragon. What is it about? If I make it a bit more like this. I feel like I could draw this much better. I think if we make the belt slightly thicker like this, that will help a lot. Because belts are not really flat, exactly. They do have a bit of thickness to them. Bye bye Toribio, disfruta tu café. Muchísimas gracias por venir. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the coffee. Okay, that should work. I feel like at this point I have kind of stopped going with the messy line art and now I'm kind of overworking it at the same time. Oh well. Can't help the perfectionism. Let's up the backpack. So let's make it. Make it a little bit messy like this. I don't think it's gonna look bad. Gonna look a bit more organic. And here we can add the other handle of the backpack. Very good, turned out pretty well. ¡Tachán! Ya tiene líneas. Me falta la de la manga, pero como va a estar el otro dibujo delante, quizá no tiene tanto sentido. Let me move this a little bit more. What I think I'm gonna do also is gonna make these doodles slightly bigger so we can make the most of the space that we've got. And this one too. But there's a lot of empty space here in front of the sleeves. I think if we cover part of it, it's not gonna look that bad. Like this. Yeah. Does it look well composition wise? I think the full body is the one that looks the best. The doodles could be better. Creo que lo que se ve mejor es el arte completo. Creo que los doodles se podrían ver mejor. Podría hacerlos mejor. Quizás exagero más las acciones. Maybe if I exaggerate the actions a little bit more, that could help. We're gonna try it. And we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, the fang fits well. Funny thing, she actually has shark teeth like these. I could do it like this instead of just the fang. Maybe it would be even more accurate if I do all this. Even better. There we go. I think I'm gonna make the doodle here below first, because I think it's the one that looks best. Maybe I could even move this hand up a lot more. Kind of like she's looking at it from even higher up. Tom Cruise teeth? I'm lacking context for that. Back to drawing hair, my favorite part. I love drawing hair. It's the most fun part. This is why she hates Revoltoses. I don't hate them, I just don't draw them often. But I love all my OCs equally, no matter what hairstyle do they have. Bro, his teeth are shifted so his teeth don't look symmetrical. Man, teeth really do grow however they want. Like, it's nearly impossible to have perfect teeth without some assistance. Without, like, what are they called? Those iron thingies that they put in your mouth. Hairstyle anti-ball language right there. No! Yeah, braces, that's the word. Yep, braces. It's impossible to get well-shaped teeth without braces. Teeth just grow like they want. And genetics also play a big part on that. It sucks. Teeth suck. Por poco eran perfectos, pero me los arrancaron. ¡No! Terrible. A mí van a tener que quitarme un diente de aquí poco y tengo miedo. No tengo nada de ganas. I'm gonna need to have a tooth pulled in not long from now. And I really don't want to. I'm really not excited for that. Why couldn't my teeth just be okay? They don't even have to be perfect. I just want them to not hurt. But no, one of them had to break. Just do it yourself! I don't know, I think that's gonna hurt a lot more. And I'm even more scared of that. Pero sí, mejor quitarlo antes de que se ponga peor. Oh, pero no quiero, me da miedo. Hace mucho tiempo que no voy al dentista y no quiero que alguien vaya por mí. Someone else go in my place. I don't want to get my teeth removed. I don't want to go to the dentist. Yo, Zaku, welcome. How's it going? Una canción que lo explica. Wait, ¿que explica qué? ¿Cómo sacar dientes? Uno mismo. Wow, no quiero. Quiero quedarme en casita y no tener que ir nunca al dentista. I just want to stay home and never have to go to the dentist. Yikes. ¡Qué miedo! ¿Cómo? Yo creo que me desmayaría antes de lograrlo, antes de siquiera intentarlo. Bueno, mira, quizá luego cuando se le pasó la borrachera ni se enteró. Problema resuelto. Pero no recomendado emborracharse para ir al dentista. El dentista ya te pone en anestesia. Cuando vaya le digo, sáquenme el doble de dientes por la fantasma que no vino. Ya está, problema resuelto. Ya no tengo que ir, yippee. Gracias, tetera, por sacrificar tus dientes. Esto tiene que ir más así. Digo, gato suplente. De momento no. Creo que con 4 gatos tengo más que suficiente. ¡Ay! Hay una aleta en la mesa. ¡Meu! Literal la he tocado con un dedo. ¡Meu! Es como pulsar un botón. Simplemente le toco la punta del pelito y hace muevo. Literally just touch the tip of her fur. It's like pressing a button. She goes meow automatically. Seguro que me estaba diciendo, no, ¿qué haces? No me asustes. Okay, let's continue at least the hair a little bit more here. The bangs are a lot shorter, let's remember. I have a tendency to lengthen the hair of the characters the more I draw them. It just happens automatically. The more I draw a character, the longer I draw their hair. Today we're drawing! That's what we're doing. Wait, we're gonna save so we don't lose our progress. And so we're probably finished for today because it's been 3 hours. Probablemente terminemos ya pronto porque han pasado ya 3 horas. Got to hide the 5 head they have. It's more than a 4 head. It's a 5 head. Super big forehead. Here we go. El stream de gatos era necesario al final. Es innegable. Había que hacer stream de gatos. Now the hand. Let's not worry much about the details, you know what? Yeah. Is the coin too big? I think it's too big, actually. Let's make it a bit smaller. Should be more like this. But also her hands are tiny. She got tiny hands. There we go. That's a bit better. Salchichas para los dedos. Así cuando le digan qué lindas manos, podrá decir son chorizos. Que esos es con las trenzas. Maybe some hair over here. Yeah. this part of the sleeve. I really don't know how to do it. Never heard that one. That's going in my pocket. It's part of a meme. Es parte de un meme. Si buscas son chorizos, qué lindas trencitas son chorizos, te saldrá la tira cómica original. Okay, this arm is a little bit broken. It's definitely a little bit broken. Let's see. Let's figure this out a little bit better. La verdad no sé cómo hacerla esta manga. Estoy muy perdida. ¿En la otra? I'll do the other one. This arm. Calling it the comic is a compliment. It's just a little meme image. It counts as a comic to some extent. You know what? Let's do the face, and we're gonna do the rest either next time, or if I can do it off stream, I might finish it off stream. Like there's a lot that I would fix from these doodles. I like the full body one, but I think it's the doodles that are the problem. The bust. Creo que son estos dos bustos los que me están dando problemas, porque el de cuerpo entero no me desagrada nada, pero estos no sé. Sharpies! Hell yeah! Perspective is all wrong though. Here we go. Might also be the nose. Also be the pose in general. The pose is a little bit strange. Might might be the torso in general. Or this arm even. It might be this arm. It's not giving the right impression, I think. It might even work to just do this. It covers most of the body. Not super satisfied with it. Hablaron tercero, ahora me salió cosas de eso en YouTube. ¡Oh! ¡Nos escuchan! YouTube nos escucha. No puede ser. Ojalá hablar de, yo que sé, Stories with Dreaming World haga que salgan cosas de eso. Otra cosa me estoy dando cuenta, la cabeza está muy plana aquí. The head looks really flat right now here. So if we move it up... Okay, now it feels a lot better. Ahora me da mucha mejor impresión. Okay, so I think for now I'm gonna leave it here. I definitely want to revisit the other two doodles and do them a bit better later on, because I like the pose of the PayPal me 30k one and the other one I like a big part of it, but I need to figure out how to do the rest of the pose. I think for now we're gonna leave them here. I'll let the drawing rest for a little bit so we can look at it with fresh eyes and we can figure out how to do the rest. So, I think for now this will be all for today. Creo que por ahora esto será todo por hoy. Dejaré descansar la vista del dibujo porque así puedo verlo con ojos frescos más adelante y a ver si así se me ocurre algo, cómo arreglar la pose de abajo y cómo hacer bien la de arriba. Veremos. Lo que sí que creo que tengo que bajar este mucho más aquí, para que estén estos dos esbozos mucho más juntos. Yeah. ¿Qué quieres? Lira ya me está tocando con la patita para que le dé atención. ¿Qué pasa? We're cooking! At least we're cooking! I'm glad I finally managed to draw something today. Ow! Don't bite me! I know, I'm gonna give you lots of headbutts now. Come here, but don't bite me. Ow! Don't bite me! Esta señora consentida me pide atención y me muerde. Criatura, sí que eres una goblin. You are a goblin. Okay. At least I'm glad I figured out what to draw today in the end. Al menos me alegro que al final se me ocurrió que dibujar hoy y no ha quedado nada mal. ¡Mau! ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué pasa? ¡Mau! Ok, vamos a despedirnos, ¿vale, Lire? Let's say bye bye, ¿ok, Lire? ¡Se me comen! Al final todo eso de que no soy comestible, mis gatos van a demostrar lo contrario. No me muerdas. ¿Por qué eres tan mala conmigo? You're so mean to me. She's so mean to me. You're telling me you have to think while drawing? Unfortunately, drawing. Sometimes you cannot have head empty. Sometimes you gotta draw with head full. So, for now, this will be all today before I get eaten by the cats. Help! There's two cats on my desk. They know that this has been actually a cat stream. Saben que esto en realidad ha sido un stream de gatos. So, for now, take care and I will see you next time. with RFL, by the way. We're gonna have RFL tomorrow. Vamos a tener RFL mañana. Así que nos vemos allí. Muchísimas gracias por acompañarme hoy. No tires la botella, señora. Cuidaos mucho. Y hasta la próxima. Take care and I will see you next time. Bye bye.